it's Sam. Welcome to my training vlog. I'm an active duty Navy senior chief and a powerlifter, and I am 7 weeks out from my next competition. All right, here we are. We are back into the thick of training. There's no more traveling. There shouldn't be any more major schedule changes, at least for the next month and a half, which is the amount of time I have until competition, so perfect. I might be changing my position at work, and if that happens, it will directly impact my schedule. Like, I won't have as nice of a schedule as I have right now. So hopefully that doesn't happen until towards the end of November, like after my competition. But we'll see. It might happen a little bit before that, and if that is the case, then I'll have to adjust as needed. But I already put in leave because I'm in the military, so I have to take my own vacation time to make sure that I can protect my competition block. So I've already put in the leave to make sure that the few days right before competition are protected at all costs. They're boxed off, good to go. So we should be ready to hit this and hit this hard. So we'll talk about diet and weight first. This week, coming into the first week of October, this week is the first week that I'm gonna hardcore track again. I'm using my Lose It app in combination with the RP Diet app this time for this cut. I'm familiar with RP. I haven't always had the best success with RP, but because of the short time frame, I didn't want to sign back up with the nutrition coach that I'd been working with. Nothing against her or that program, but I just wanted something I can like do in a pinch, really, because less than 8 weeks is not really a fair amount of time to ask a real coach to be helping me clamp down. So RP Diet app it is for the next 7-ish weeks now. Last week I was eating mindfully. I didn't go crazy, and I've been at the same maintenance weight, so it's not like I blew everything away. But this week, starting Monday, is the first day that I actually tracked everything that I ate and logged it and completed a log day and everything. So we're on a plan now. As far as where we're at diet wise, like what do we need to achieve in this next 7-ish weeks? I am 10 pounds from the weight that I signed up for competition, and my goal is to lose 5 to 7 pounds in the next 7 weeks, so a pound a week, to get within a decent water cut range. I don't expect to be the weight that I signed up for just through diet purposes, but I do hope to be within like a reasonable water cut range. And for me, a reasonable water cut range is like 5 pounds. More than that starts to become like a really serious water cut, and I've done that before. I have water cut 14 pounds in 7 days, so I know what I'm doing. I'm capable of doing that. I don't want to do that. I want to do like 5 pounds. We'll do that. And then actually keep dieting through the end of the year to get to my goal that I stated in the last video of a 30-pound loss this year total, which is that full 10 pounds that I'm gapped actually between now and the weigh-in weight. I won't take credit for water cut weight to be like, oh, I did it, you know, but that's how we're gonna game this game. My plan on how to achieve this is pretty much the same as it's always been, which is drink water, get steps, be consistent in the gym, be consistent in logging, and not like bullshitting myself and my electronic tracking methods and like eating things that I'm not putting on the log. That's always a problem. Cardio, I have neglected to do legitimate cardio in months, mostly because of the inconsistency of my schedule with all the travel and stuff. So I do want to get back to doing Orange Theory twice a week at least. I'm paying for it, so I would like to use it. And I enjoyed those classes. They provided a nice shake up for what I do in the gym, especially when I'm getting frustrated. So we're going to get back to the cardio. Cardio, steps, water, meal prepping, food tracking. That's like the basics. These are the things needed to succeed, and I haven't been doing them consistently, but I've been able to stay around the same weight. So that's an achievement. Talking about the things I need to do brings us to how are we doing? So As far as gym stuff, last week was kind of my, all right, let's get back to it. Let's get back to work. And this week is a continuation of that. This week is the first week that I'm like hardcore tracking food and diet stuff. So last week was the gym. This week is that. As far as the gym, the goal is 5 workouts a week. Same as it was earlier in the year. That's about where I can be as far as consistency and recovery right now. Maybe when I'm doing better, I don't know. Maybe when I'm eating better, I don't know. At one point, I'm sure I'll be able to do 6 days maybe a week, but 5 days right now is the goal. I did not hit that. I got 4 days last week, which is fine. I had some stuff schedule-wise I got pulled in, days that I wasn't expected to get pulled in, which is an excuse. It's all on me, right? But I am trying to get myself back into my habits, back into living here by myself, going to work. Like, it feels strange. It feels strange to be back in my own home and back in my own routine. But we need to clamp down on those things. And last week was the start. This week is a continuation. I hope to improve. Did I go to bed at a good time last night? No. We're going to keep improving though. As you may recall, I use Juggernaut Training Systems, Juggernaut AI app, to do all of my lifting programming. Right now, I'm on a powerlifting exclusive program through the Juggernaut app. And in the Juggernaut app, you can adjust your program by adding in a competition date, which I did, and it changed up my program. So it gave me a hypertrophy block, and then 1 strength block, and into a peaking phase. So it's kind of a condensed schedule. I kind of hate when it resets like that, but I did it to myself, so it's fine. This week is still hypertrophy. That word pretty much just means like high volume, high repetition, typically lower weights. So I am in my last week of hypertrophy. I'm supposed to have a deload after this, where I would take a break. Basically, you still lift, but everything's lighter, less sets, less reps. I'm going to skip it because I'm off on my schedule, and then I'm going to move right into a strength phase. Strength is 6 reps, 5 reps, 4 reps, and then peaking phase, you start do your 2s and a single, working up to what you're going to do for competition. You prime your body for competition. So I have 1 more week of hypertrophy. For me, that means reps of 8, which sucks. It's heavy. It's heavy, but it's a lot of freaking reps. It's not a good time. It's not a good time. And I was exceptionally sore after leg day this week. Leg day killed me. We're plugging through it. Everything hurts right now. Nothing feels good. And I don't want to wimp out. Because I put myself on this condensed schedule by changing a future competition date, and the reason was because I didn't have a date. So when I first got my program in there, I didn't know when I was going to compete at the end of the year. So having a date and finally having something to lock into changed my program. But because the schedule is so condensed, normally every block I would be trying to set some new PRs. Like, because I'm in the 8 repetitions, I would be trying to set PRs on my 8s. Not this time. Not this time. I'm just trying to build up stamina again and just honestly work on strengthening my body. Seeing it perform where it should have been performing when I was a heavier body weight. That's all I'm doing right now. I have no expectation of setting PRs in this block or in the strength block, honestly. The strength block, my goal will be to match things that I already did this year, so that in my peaking phase, I can match, maybe start to push some of my existing PRs. For example, the last time I really peaked bench at a heavier body weight, I hit 200 pounds. And that was super exciting. I did 200 pounds in the gym, and then on competition, I did 192 to be safe. I would like to push that a bit. The last time I peaked bench, I got a really easy rep at 195, and then I never tested myself again. I lost the momentum to be able to test myself and see if 200 was still there, or 205, for example. So the goal in this next season of training is to accomplish last year's PRs or this spring's PRs at a lighter body weight than I was when I did those things, and then put them on the competition floor. That's what I want. What does that mean? That means I want a 275 squat, I want a 350 deadlift, and I want a 200-pound bench. Those things. And I don't know. We'll see. So that's where I'm at. Charging away into week 7. Let's hang in there. Let's get this done. And I would like to start seeing some pounds come off. We'll see if I can keep it consistent this week and lock in. That's what we got to do. Lock in. Wish me luck. Thanks for tuning in. I will see you around.